The closeout set of Grimm Cluster was Millenia of Ages, released in July of 2015. Despite being a box that had 36 10-card packs, the set itself only contained 50 unique cards. It did introduce some interesting archetypes, such as the 6 Sage Synergy archetype, as well as some notable additions, such as Amino Habakiri and Book of Ibon. It also introduced the 2 most powerful Incarnation Resonators at the time, Cthugha the Living Flame, and Yarlathotep the Usurper. The set also had no rulers, so combined with the product design and the set itself not being very powerful, it created one of the first major dramas, indicating to the first of many of the force of will is dead chants we've heard over the years. Every week, Bremont and I will be opening up a number of packs for the next set of Force of Will to add to our pool. From there, we'll make modifications to our deck and play in a best 2 out of 3, with the winner taking home a prize to add to their pool and make it even better. We'll be making our way through Force of Will's entire history to see who can come out on top with the most wins. This is the Force of Will Progression Series.
Okay, rulers, as expected, the Etnas carried us through. Just being able to just tap stuff down worked out really great for us, although it's pretty telegraphed at this point, so I imagine Bremont's going to probably go into a lot more barrier stuff or quick cast as much as possible to try to answer it. But we do get a prize, so let's go ahead and see what we spin. Really, really nice to get a wildcard super here. Wildcard ruler is not going to help us very much because MOA doesn't have any rulers, but let's see what happens. And wildcard comment.
We are on game number 4. How exciting. We're doing some Millenia of Ages today, and luckily my little pre-opening set overview won't go too long because this set is very tiny, 50 cards in it only, and basically all of them bad. Scheherazade, if Jeremy stays heavily Fairy Tales, could be interesting, although otherwise not very good. It is important to note going into this that Jeremy opened an obscene number of Etna in the previous draft, and so I kind of have to draft under the assumption that I'm going to be getting tapped down by the best bomb rare in the previous set. Purple Mist is very good intrinsically, probably one of the few just intrinsically playable cards, but it is triple blue, and we don't have like that great of a blue pool. Remember, Alice's Pursuit is actually 5 or greater, so this card is not as good as it looks, according to this printing.
There's not a lot of cards in this set. I mean, 18 packs of MOA might get us almost everything, so we're gonna see how it goes, which it probably would be cool to like try to swap into something else to just rather than sit on the Etnas. Probably still gonna be sitting at a pretty Grimm deck. I think there's a world where we might try to use one of our other rulers and play a 6 Sage package. There's also the world of like where we can start going into like discard stuff. Book of Ibon is huge, like maybe splash into a little bit different color. That being said, we are in black, blue, green, so even if there's a package of like Grus Palesta, Feith Sing, and Moonstart 6 Sages, that might get kind of tossed in as well. I have not opened this set in forever. We'll see how it goes. Leaves of Yggdrasil, Alice's Pursuits, Little Red, pretty good. And there's a Mylist in our kind of like foil slot. Hansel and Gretel's pretty nice. We have Gretel. So that might see some play here for some additional ramp. We're certainly hitting Sages, and there's the Susan, which is nice, but I don't think we're going to be seeing much dragons here, so I doubt Susan gets to come in. We're seeing a lot of Sages, but not the Sages that are in the colors that we're kind of playing at base, so not super great here. There's the Feasting. That's not bad.
Welcome back to some pack openings. The set may have killed Force of Will, but it's not going to kill our progression series, so let's rock and roll. I don't even really know what I want out of this. Cthugha training if I want to go back to aggro. But the reality is just like a lot of this set's not even very good. Like we're going to open a large number of 6 Sages just because this set is very small and like this is a pretty overarching theme. But they're not fairy tales, so we can't play them without the dual stones. There's no dual stones in this set, and I didn't really get a whole lot of stones from the previous one, so probably get a bunch of Cthughas. I don't necessarily think this card is amazing, but maybe we're going to go back to our aggro roots. We are 1 and 2 against Jeremy, so we need to be try-harding this one. This is interesting, but not all that great.
Okay, so here's what we ended up on. Not much has changed, to be perfectly honest. We added a few new extra tags. You know, we already have a couple of 6 sages in there nicely with Zero the Magus and Feasting, which is not bad. So there is kind of some potential more overlap here with Elvish Oracle and Mooj Dart. Just more kind of bigger creatures, a little bit more threatening, that can do a little bit more work, is kind of the thought. The wild card we chose was a 4th copy of Amino Habakiri, mainly for later. I don't really think I'm going to need that anytime soon, but there is a world where, like, we go into this heavy red format, and so that curve happens in Force of Will's history, so grabbing an Amino is kind of a like precaution down the road. We're certainly not going to use it now. We're nowhere near the sake where we can start playing red cards effectively. So very real world where Bremont might pull a heavy barrier list, and at that point in time, if we see like Almerius come down at all, we just kind of start sitting on Etnas rather than swinging, which is why having things like Scheherazade will be helpful to be able to kind of progressively get blockers out of the way or stop us from being able to be attacked. Like, make it so that we just can't have humans attack us, or fantasies or something like that could be really helpful. And then, yeah, we'll go from there. So let's see how it goes. We'll see how Bremont pulled in MOA and see if it's enough to take down the quad Etna package here with Grimm.
Yes, we are back on mono white. And yes, I am aware we have lost the last 2 games in a row that we have played mono white. But there are some saving graces this time. First of all, we got this great card here. Grimm, Hero King of Aspiration, buffs all other light resonators by 2. We're also now playing a considerably higher density of 1-drops. We're playing a Clothes Tailor that has no effect. Then the Kaguya's, Kaguya also has no effect. Pandora, and Holy Warriors of Hope, so that those can get turboed out and pumped by Grimm. Additionally, a whole bunch of 1-drops allow for a quick combo kill with Rapunzel, which Grimm can still search out, and all of these are humans for Light Palace King's Castle. We have Lumel, which will get stacked up quickly because of our large number of 1-drops, and another great card that gets added to our pool is Duet of Light. Duet of Light is also going to serve as our Etna answer. After Etna gets a tap-down board, hopefully we can have a couple 1-drops in our hand to go 1-drop, 1-drop, duet the Etna, deal with that, and then get all of our guys untapped. We are also having a very respectful main board return to stories, also for the Etna, and then Jean still gets to be very strong with all of these. Once we spam out a bunch of 1-drops and hopefully chip in for a bit of damage, we either combo kill them with Rapunzel or kill with March of Saints. Otherwise, it's just another big buffy white mid-range deck, and hopefully this time we can make it work.
Okay, we are here, and as expected from the set with no rulers, we are still on Grimm.
That is indeed the case. Probably will be for a little bit.
Yeah, we'll see. Alice Cluster is going to open up some interesting stuff.
Yeah, we mentioned maybe having ruler starter decks or something like that. I guess.
Potentially. We'll look into it. But there's a lot of rulers in set 1 anyway, so that opens up a lot of lines too.
All right, I sent 2. Ready to go?
Take it away.
Call stone?
Yeah.
Get out a Holy Knight of Hope.
Yeah, Warrior of Hope. Warrior of Hope is here, getting aggressed as expected. Draw to play. We hit our
good stuff for you.
Deep wood. We'll go with a Cowardly Lion, and we're gonna eat the 4 and hope that you don't have another another 4/4, so that Cowardly Lion can get over you as a 5/5. We'll see. Probably not, but we'll try.
Try for Grimm.
Oh, well, that's significantly bigger than being a 4/4 now.
For 6.
Well, yeah, Cowardly Lion's just gonna eat it and block.
That's good. Send it your way.
Oh man, I'm gonna get absolutely bogged down here. Draw to play.
Until Etna comes and solves all your problems.
And then pass, unfortunately. Just gonna have to pass it up.
Let's run out Grimm number 2.
Ooh, gross. Okay.
Slam for 8.
Well, we're gonna at least stop the 8 with a Feith. So we'll prevent the damage from Holy Warrior of Hope.
All right. And for 7.
We will take the 7 from that. Go down to 33.
And go ahead.
Draw. Before recovery, we're going to go ahead and pitch this Cowardly Lion to go dig for a fairy tale. Which one? Which one? It's probably going to be... Man. Just for card advantage-wise, we're going to go ahead and grab this Oz for right now.
That seems reasonable.
Just to kind of keep the hand filled. And then we'll draw to play. Man, those guys are so big. I'm getting double anthemed.
You're about to be triple anthemed, believe it or not.
I don't like that. Can we not? Could you not triple anthem me? I would appreciate it if you didn't. Oof. Well, I'm at least gonna make you have to pay one more for it, and we'll flash in the Feeth.
Sure.
And then I'll burn the counter immediately to make you pay one more for the triple anthem.
You succeed in preventing me from using my Grimm effect next turn.
Hey.
Can I come in for 9?
Gonna have to take that 9.
8?
Jeez Louise. I'll take the 8. Just getting absolutely blasted here.
And another 8.
I'll block that with Feeth, so we at
That
least
seems reasonable.
buy ourselves some time. Draw, recover, Gallstone. Oh boy. Well, we don't have any way to protect the guys, so probably best to just drop her now. Especially since there's a very real world where Light of Hope comes down, or where March of Saints comes down next turn. It makes me very sad. So we'll just throw down the Etna here.
Yep.
We're gonna tap down both Grimms and the Katarina, I think.
I think your X is only 2, right?
I paid 5.
That would be
So
X.
yes, you're right. It is X's 2. I can't count. We'll tap down the 2 Grimms.
Sounds good.
And then we'll pass it there. Even Katarina's huge. Oh my gosh, she's a 10. That's so gross. Oh, and you have a saint anyway. It's just March of Saints is just dead immediately.
No March. That's not.
Oh, goodness gracious.
I do have cracking in for 10 though.
I'll block with the Etna.
Ooh. That must be another Etna. Sure. Block's good.
Okay.
We will play something that is unetnable.
That has barrier. Kind
Classic
of.
barrier. And that's all. Go ahead.
Okay. Draw. Recover. Call stone. Have a thing. Man. I'm just like gonna be slowly bled to death here with just Etna after Etna.
This one gets 3.
Yeah, we'll take down both Grimms and the Katarina here with the Etna.
Sounds good.
Buy ourselves a little bit of breathing room, and then cry when the mind reading fox just absolutely blasts my face in, bastard. Ugh, got outraced for sure.
Ooh, okay, we're searching for a fairy tale.
We are searching for a fairy tale.
Which one? I'm curious. Could be a Glinda. Did you get a Glinda?
Oh, no Glinda.
Okay,
I wish I had a Glinda.
Yeah, Glinda would be game right now. You just
I didn't get to open one of those.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, Rapunzel's still pretty good. Rapunzel is still very good.
Crack for 13.
Block with the Etna.
Yep. Yeah, I have to get through 4 of these, right?
Yeah, 4. You're doing great so far, bud. There she is. There's Rapunzel.
And some protection for her.
And some protection for her. I think that's probably going to be it. We'll see. We'll see. Doesn't seem likely, but we'll see. I have done absolutely nothing. See, like, that could have been helpful, like, I don't know, 3 turns ago.
Far, though.
She's kept me alive. That's for sure. It's not good enough. This is going to be a scoop it up. You absolutely have me on this one for sure. There is nothing going on in this hand
we
to
got
be able
white
to survive.
mid-range, baby. We did it for one.
Yeah, well, hey, listen. Play enough dudes that I can't answer. Double Grimm right off the top was gross. Okay, let's go in here for game 2. Strangely enough, I feel like I have to go first. Just so I don't get absolutely obliterated by the pressure there.
Best of luck to you.
You as well. Okay. Okay. This is pretty good. I'm feeling it. I'm gonna just ship 1 down. We'll see how this goes.
Alright, we're good to go.
Let's do it. That's a blue Blackstone. You want to know what the best part is? Doesn't matter. Cowardly Lion. Yeah. My Cowardly Lion. He's a coward.
Is he at all afraid of Holy Warriors of Hope?
It's certainly a scary Holy Warrior, if I've ever seen one. Recover, call stone. We're going to try for it. Let's go combat.
Uh-oh.
2.
I guess I have to eat a... What's it called? The +6/+6 evolutioner limits?
Yeah. Maybe. It's not as good. It's an Oz's magic, but it still gets me above you.
There you have it.
It still gets me up to being a 5/5, so I survive. And then pass the turn. Pass it up.
Let's play a Grimm and send
Grimm.
it away.
Okay. Draw. Before recovery, we're gonna go ahead and pitch this Hansel and Gretel to go grab something. We'll grab our good buddy Oz. Shuffle it up, even though I'm about to go right back into the deck. Draw to play. Although there's a, you know what? Actually, that might be better in general. Let's do this. Let's play a Tama and draw. Yep. Let's drop a Bind of Gravity on your Grimm.
Okie dokie.
And then let's go in for 5.
Me?
Yeah, at you.
I'll take it.
Get our other achievement counter. And then for good measure, we'll just play another Tama.
Sounds good.
And then we'll pass it up. Go right ahead.
This is still time.
Correct.
Grimm and Coin Grimm.
Oof. The Grimm Syndicate.
So all of the Grimms are 9/9s at that point, right?
4 Grimms in play.
That's true, technically.
Yes, they're all 9/9s.
Cool.
Go ahead.
Draw, recover, call stone. Draw to play. Let's start with a Cowardly Lion.
Yep. And Oz.
And Oz. So that we can go get an Oz's Magic.
I feel like I might be getting a little tempoed here.
Shuffle it up, cast the Oz's Magic, make this guy big, make this guy a little bigger, draw from the Oz's Magic. And then Cowardly Lion's currently sitting at 11. He's going to go in at the tapped Grimm.
Sounds reasonable. Tapped Grimm will die.
And then pass it up. I'm very prepared for these familiars of Holy Wind to sacrifice themselves. Jump block for days. Oof, more anthems. So now both of these
over here.
So both of these Grimms are now back to being 9/9s.
Correct. And this
And
Holy
then-
Warrior of Hope is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Very large.
Send it your way.
Okay. Draw, recover, call stone. Draw to play. Can I convince you to let me get in for 11?
Tragically, you can. I'll go to 24.
And I'll get a little bit bigger. I'm gonna put a card face down.
Seems reasonable.
And then well, there's no saint yet. So I will then pass it up. Joan d'Arc.
We'll try Joan.
That's a Joan.
She's good. She resolves.
She resolves. Resolves away.
All for me. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. End of your turn. Let's go ahead and flash in this Feith.
Seems reasonable.
Then we'll go to my turn.
Yep.
Draw before recovery. Let's pitch this Eye of the Pilot and go searching.
Yep.
Our Lady Etna.
Yep.
And then recover. And then at that point in time, let's see, you've got 4 dudes. So base cost of 3 and the remaining 4. To try to Etna our way to victory.
You successfully Etna your way to victory, and I believe that is actually lethal. 11, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. It absolutely is. We can go to game 3.
Game 3! Okay. I'm going to guess Holy Warrior of Hope. Ooh, a
one
Kaya.
powerless, unfortunately.
Draw to play.
Let me guess, another Cowardly Lion. 3 for 3?
Nope. Nope, not 3 for 3. I do have this Tama, though.
It's pretty good.
Then we'll pass it up. Rock it out.
Let's get my Kaguya out of Tama range.
Unfortunate, but yes.
Crash for 5.
Take the 5. Draw, recover, call stone. Draw to play. Man, I hate it, but that's a pass. Oof, a second one.
That's better than a second one.
A third one. Another one.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't attack into a Feith Sing, a 5/7 Feith Sing, so I have to pass it over.
Okie dokie. Draw. Before recovery.
Let's pitch an eye the pilot.
Yep.
We're gonna go search for a lion real fast. Move to recovery, call stone. I have too many cards in my hand. That's a weird problem to have.
No, I have too few. I'll take some.
Hey, you want it? Yeah, I'll just hand it to you. I'll pass and move to discard.
Okie dokie.
It's a bind to
Must be
gravity.
like Beatsing, Zeeks. What's going on over there?
The green deck holding up a ton of mana? What are you talking about? That's never been a thing in Force of Will. Ever.
Certainly not. Try Rapunzel.
Gonna make you pay for her.
We'll pay the one, and I think
that makes sense.
Willing to trade 2 Kaguya's for a Beatsing, right? Is that true? It actually isn't. I'll pass.
Okay. Draw. Recover. Call stone. She's going to swing for 1,000,000 damage, isn't she?
Unfortunately, the other Beatsing in your hand is going to prevent that.
Let's see. How does she work? Okay, so she's going to be able to rest all of them to recover herself, pump her up a bunch, and then swing in for lethal a bunch of times. And swing in for lethal a bunch of times. Oof. I don't super like it. Let's play this Tama.
That's a Tama, all right.
Certainly do not have the way to stop her from killing me in hand. And she does just dodge Etnas.
Just a gigabit.
So I truly do not have the Feeth, and I did not draw into it, and I do not think that there is a way I could draw into it at this point.
I don't believe she's a fairy tale.
She is not. She is not a fairy tale. I do not have any outs, so I will concede to the Rapunzel swing out. I'll simply pass the turn and let you swing out. Yeah, absolutely.
I thought this was just a big bait. I thought I was getting blown.
I have absolutely nothing to be able to stop it. Well played.
Well played to you as well.
Yeah, take it to a game 3 to finish off Grimm Cluster 2-2. Nice and even as we go into Alice Cluster. Should be pretty sick. We'll be interested to see exactly what comes out of. I'm probably going to change it. If I get another ruler, I'm probably going to try to change out just regardless, just to try something different. But the world of regalia enters the field, so that'll be curious to see.
A lot of things up. Did we want to decide right now whether or not we're giving each other a starter deck, or do you want to just do packs?
I think we could just do packs. It should be plentiful enough that we both hit at least one ruler out of it.
To me. Well,
thank you all so much for watching. We'll catch you into next cluster on next episodes of the Progression series, and until then, class dismissed.